Good evening, and welcome to Moments with Mary. This Wednesday evening, which is a wonderful day. It is December the 29th, after Christmas, the fourth day of Kwanzaa. So I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you are having a happy Kwanzaa celebration, as this is the fourth day. I want to continue to thank all professionals for taking care of us during these unsettled times. Thank you for putting yourself out there for us. You will never be forgotten. Remember to actively take care of yourselves. You are all you have. Take care of it and be safe. Today, I want to share a bit about Kwanzaa. And also, I want to say, I know the birthdays have passed, but I want to say a happy birthday to all of you who had or are having a birthday in December, especially to Chloe Smith and Tashika Johnson, who've had birthdays this week. I want you to enjoy a sense of togetherness and jubilee. So at this time, I'll share a bit about Kwanzaa. The information that I'm going to share today is taken from 7 Candles for Kwanzaa by Andrea Davis Pinkney, and illustrations or pictures by Brian Pinkney. Kwanzaa is a unique African American holiday celebrated by millions of families every year between December 26th and January 1st. The word Kwanzaa comes from the African language Swahili and means first fruits of the harvest. Since ancient times, in countries all over Africa, families have joined together to celebrate the end of the harvest and the beginning of the new planting season. Today in the United States, families and friends gather together to commemorate the strength of family ties, respect for ancestors, commitment to the growth of community, and gratitude for life's good. For each day of Kwanzaa, a new candle is lit in the 7-branch kinara, or candle holder, gathering around it. Children and adults share their thoughts, sing songs, tell stories from the past, and dream about the future. On the last day, with 7 flames dancing, everyone gathers for a delicious feast of traditional foods. Then the party begins. The husband and wife team of Andrea Davis Pinkney and Brian Pinkney have collaborated on their own special celebration of Kwanzaa in this beautiful and informative book. And I wish you could see the book, but when I show it, it shows. But this is the book. The 7 Candles of Kwanzaa. And I'll share a bit about it. Kwanzaa is like a family in the park, and Thanksgiving and a birthday all rolled into one. Kwanzaa is a joyous African American holiday that is 7 days long. It begins on December the 26th and lasts through the first day of January. The name Kwanzaa comes from the East African language of Swahili. It means first fruits of the harvest. Since ancient times in countries all over Africa, people have joined together to celebrate the end of the harvest and the beginning of the new planting season. When vegetables, yams, and fruits are ripe for gathering, families rejoice in a first fruits festival. Kwanzaa is a holiday that began in America. It is a time when people whose ancestors come from Africa celebrate their African heritage. To get ready for the holiday, families decorate their homes with Kwanzaa symbols. They place the mika, a straw mat, on a table. The mika is woven with beautiful patterns. It represents traditions. Muinda is corn. During Kwanzaa, 1 ear of corn is placed on the mika. Each child in the families that have many children put lots of muindi on their mika, along with apples, bananas, nuts, fruits, and yams, to remember the earth's abundance. These fruits and vegetables are called musabo, which means crops. Kwanzaa gifts made by hand are called zawadi. A fabric doll with black button eyes, a necklace strung with speckled beads, and a homemade storybook with folk tales from Africa are the kinds of zawadi that praise our African ancestry. Grown-ups give Kwanzaa gifts to children to reward them for the promises they've made and kept throughout the year. Children can give Kwanzaa gifts too. 7 Kwanzaa candles are proudly placed in our kinara, a wooden candle holder. A black candle in the center represents the richness of our skin. 3 red candles are reminders of the struggle we sometimes have to face. 3 candles tell us to always look toward a prosperous future. For each day of Kwanzaa, 1 candle is lighted to celebrate a special principle. The 7 candles, called Ingusaba, come from the belief that are held by families in many parts of Africa. These beliefs help us learn, achieve, and grow. On the first day of Kwanzaa, the black candle is set alight to celebrate Umoja. The word Umoja means unity. For Umoja, our family gathers at home. We share thoughts and feelings about the Kwanzaa holiday and relax in the spirit of togetherness. We talk, laugh, and ask habari gani. Habari gani is a Kwanzaa greeting that means, what is the news? It is what we say to start each Kwanzaa day. When someone asks habari gani, we answer by telling about the Kwanzaa principle for that day. I hope I can get through this book. If someone asks Habari Gani on the second day of Kwanzaa, the answer is Kuga Jakalia, which means self-determination. A red candle is lit to represent Kuga Chakalia. This is the day to learn traditions that help us define ourselves. In some families, women teach girls to braid their own hair in fancy styles. In others, folks learn to beat African rhythms on drums and gourds. Habari Gani. What's the news on the third day of Kwanzaa? Collective work and responsibility. Ujima. Ujima is the Kwanzaa day to light a green candle and work together to get a family chore done, like stripping down an old wooden chair and giving it a fresh coat of paint. When the fourth day of Kwanzaa dawns, it's time to celebrate Ujama, cooperative economics. For Ujama, we save up our coins for one whole year to buy a family gift that everyone can share, like a clock that chimes or a hallway mirror. On Ujama Day, a red candle glows bright in the Kanara. Nia is purpose. It's the fifth day and the fifth Kwanzaa principle. Today, a second green candle glows to illuminate our purpose. This day of Kwanzaa is for reflecting on how to fill the days and years ahead. Some folks dream of life as an astronomer who peers at stars nestled in the dark night sky, or a trumpet player who or a trumpet player who bebops and a swinging jazz band. Nia, our purpose, is to do what makes us glad, to be who we are. Kuamba means creativity, and the sixth day of Kwanzaa is for celebrating Kuamba in every way. Today, we make up dances to perform for friends. Some dances tell stories about the history of people who live in Africa. Other dances are just for fun. Sculpturing mounds of clay or reciting a favorite rhyme are also ways to express Kuamba. So is planting seedlings on the windowsill and nurturing them to sprout. The third red candle shimmers to help our creativity shine. Faith is Imani, the seventh Kwanzaa principle. To have faith is to believe that good will always happen. To show our belief in a happy holiday, we burn the last green candle. Our Kwanzaa Karuma, a glorious feast, fills the room with the savory of smells of roasted yams and collard greens. To begin the Karamu, a grown-up spills a few drops of water from the Kuamba cup, the family Kwanzaa cup. Each droplet honors our African ancestors. Everyone takes a little sip from the cup to drink in the warm feelings of family unity. Then all give thanks for our delicious food and dig into our Kwanzaa meal. After dinner, the party begins. The music sounds a soul-rousing rhythm. Everyone claps and shouts. rejoice and sings, and dances to celebrate a happy Kwanzaa. And this I read, The Seven Candles of Kwanzaa by Andrea Davis Pinckney, pictures by Brian Pinckney. And just remember, today is the 4th day of Kwanzaa. I want to thank you for listening. I see my friend Ernestine watching, and Lynette. Thank you all so very, very much. I know I missed on Monday, but I couldn't be here on Monday. So thank you for tuning in and listening today. I want you to have a good evening. Continue to celebrate Kwanzaa. It ends on January the 1st. I want you to have a happy new year. If you are in Greenville, come by the book gallery and visit with me. I love you. Continue to pray for all. Enjoy a sense of togetherness and jubilee. Good evening. I love you, and I will see you next week. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.